We met when I was home for Christmas.
And I was a little, timid at first because I was like, wow, she's pretty, but I don't want to say anything because then that would just be weird. Like, oh, you're real pretty.
I'm actually normally a very shy person, but
she hit me up on Facebook and was kind of like, hey, I think you're really cute. Like, she was up front and came to me first.
So I gave him my number, and once I got back to Nebraska, we talked like every day.
Imagine how the world could be so very fine, so happy together.
There's actually a controversy that we have between when we actually started dating.
Well, he considers the first date, or our first official boyfriend and girlfriend, the first time he said, "I loved you."
For me, it's May 13th because that was the first time that I said I loved her and then kissed her.
But I consider the first time, like when we became boyfriend and girlfriend, when he actually considered and asked me, which was the 18th.
So I feel like it's the 13th, but we've kind of agreed on the 18th because she's generally always late. I asked her father, then when I was going to date her, I wanted your permission to date your daughter with the prospects of marriage. And he was like, wait, marriage? She's like, well, that's going to wait a while, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, how long? I was like, I don't really want to put a pin in it. I promised her that I was going to propose to her before Christmas. So it finally came to the point where it was a couple days before Christmas, and she's getting pretty antsy because she knows it's coming.
He had planned a night with all of our friends to go to the zoo and to go ice skating. And I was like, I'm not skating. I was so against it.
And it took some convincing to get her on the ice because I wanted to propose to her on the ice. In my original plan, I was going to fall down and have her help me back up and give it to her then.
And I would just skate away from him because I wasn't good enough to stay up, so I wasn't going to help him back up.
And so finally we're together, we're waiting to get off the ice.
And he was like, come here, come to the middle of the ice. And he winked at one of the people who worked there, and I was like, oh no.
And so I turned back, and apparently I gave off the hint that what was going on, and Callie was like, no. I was like, yeah. I mean, at that point, there's like, you have all these, you go through like lines that you're gonna say or whatever.
And he got down on both knees because he couldn't get down on one in the skate. And he was like, will you marry me? And I said yes. It was really nice. There's not a lot of guys that are like that today.